Hey guys, how's it going? TheHaggardNerd here. Welcome back to Factorio. Last episode, we spent once again more time on bots because bots are cool. One thing that I gotta beep, like in between episodes, is that these bots are having this right here, and the issue I'm determining is it's because this right here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, and I know I said we're going to get into trains, and we will, I promise, is I'm actually going to go ahead and take down this wall. Because now that we have our bots, and then once we clear this up, they should be able to continue. I'm gonna leave these down here, and that should be fine. And then as soon as we clear this out, we'll go start working on trains. Come on, there you go. Thank you. All right, so that should fix our bot problem. Excuse me if I can talk. We have all these bots ready to go. How many do we have deployed? We have 171 deployed. So that means we're kind of waiting on more. We need more gears. Need more gears. Need more everything. So we'll let that do its thing. And we're gonna start looking at putting all the bots I have on my person in here. Let's do this. Oh no, I'm not trying to. Oh, there, let's do that. All right, trains. Yeah, trains. Okay, so we have plenty of rail. We have our engines. We need to make our locomotive. And we need to make a few cargo wagons. I usually like to put 4 trains. 4. Actually, let's do 2. Instead of 4. That way it'll be a little faster. We're gonna need to make a few train stops, so let's go ahead and make a handful of those. And also, I need to do research. Loaders are handy. I think that's a mod, or unless they added it. Loaders, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they just auto magically fill up trains a lot faster than having to lay down a bunch of inserters to do all the work. So I'm going to go ahead and research this. Get that out of the way. Am I doing 4 episodes? Yes. Yes, I will be doing 4 episodes. This is the 3rd of 4, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check real quick. Show recordings. Yes. So this is the 3rd episode of 4. Okay. So trains. We need to think about this. So we don't want our trains running into our bots. So we should probably focus on putting stuff up here. We're going to put ourselves in danger. Let me think about this. Good Lord. That's scary. So that one group is going to be hunting and the other group is going to be patrolling, which is fine. That's fine. Let's go ahead, maybe just right here, start on a depot. We can start on a very, very small depot. I think that's what we'll do. And I don't know what's telling me that again. We'll get it figured out at some point. Now let me think. What do I want to do? I want to start getting just like some basic pickup and drop off going. And the way I'm going to do that is, let's go ahead and move some rail down into here. Oh, they're shooting through the trees, clearing out space for them. Okay, I'm going to have them coming in over here, I think. So let's go ahead and I want to keep them off the side too, because that's where the bots go. So that means I'm going to have to kind of clear this area out. It's going to be a lot to clear out, but we got the bots, thankfully. Thankfully we have the bots. Great. Oh man. Oh. Got some biters coming in to attack. Let's see what's going on up here. Still not. That's definitely coming from over there. There's something going over there. I really would like to be able to see what's going on with this, but I'm sure we will.
some point in the future. We got a bunch of bots going up here, so they should be, I guess they're gonna take care of those guys. Anyway, let's let's continue working on our deforestation. Okay. Thankfully, I'm not having to do all this by hand. Because early on, you kind of have to. It's just kind of how it is. But that's one of the reasons why I like to use mods, because it kind of gets you through early game a little bit quicker. Unless you use like the crazy OP mods. Oh, there's more biters. Yeah, there's more biters. Hello guys. Help me out. Oh, that's gonna be fantastic. I'm wondering if maybe we need to build south, because this would be more safe, and then we could run trains over the water and stuff, because we have mods for bridges and stuff. Let's do that. I'd feel a little more safe with that, and I know that I spent the time clearing that out, but how many do we have? 238, so shouldn't be handing any more out, because should all just be holding on to them now that there's plenty of droids up. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we're gonna put our station down south, because that needs to happen. Oh, now that we finished our rails, I realize now that I have available to me the resource monitor, which is handy. What the resource monitor does is it allows you to click on a bed of resources, and it scans and finds all the resources, and then it pops up after a moment or so. There we go. Up here? Yes. It tells you kind of... it's behind my face, but it tells you how many resources are where. So my face kind of covers that information up. So I'm going to go ahead and grab coal here so I can kind of keep an eye on that. I'm not really too worried about the stone down there, but I am going to grab the copper, because I want to keep an eye on that. And then I think that's it for the things we're using, because I'm not gonna worry about this uranium just yet. The thing you can do though is you can minimize it, and then once you start getting low on a certain area, it'll pop up and kind of let you know what's going on. The aliens are getting bigger to attack in hordes. Yes, indeed they are. Indeed they are. Fluid wagon. Oh man. Oh man. Ooh. Loaders too. Faster loaders. That's fun. But we don't have blue signs yet. We're not going to have blue signs for a little while. Not at the pace that I'm going, at least. We have vehicles. We have fluid handling. We will need that eventually. Rail tanker. So that's different than that then. I don't know if that's from the 5 dims. I don't know. We also have solar we could start looking into, but I haven't checked my power in a while. That's probably a bad thing. I'm just going to go ahead and go down the list. Speaking of power, I should probably check my power. How are we doing? We're getting there. We'll need to do something soon, but we're okay for right now. I think I'm just going to make this area down here my train depot, because there's plenty of space down here. We're protected from the south. And mining. Those are the bigger mining drills from the other mods. We have plenty of space down here. We can run, you know, stuff in through the walls and down, hopefully, in a way that they won't run into our bots, but we'll figure that out when that time comes. And that keeps beeping. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with that, or else it's gonna annoy everybody, including myself. So anyway, let's go ahead and lay down our first thing of rail. How do I want to do this? Do I want to do this side to side and have it feed up? Or do I want to have them come in? I think I want to have them come in from the side. So if I have them going clockwise, come up into here, and then go out that way, I think that works. I think that works fine. So, let's go ahead. Let's plop that down. I'm just going to make the very, very basic outline of like the starting depot. Okay. Okay. Gotta figure out what's going on with that. Okay, this is not square like I tend to try to make mine because we're kind of going around this lake or whatever, but it'll be fine. And I know it's kind of weird. It's like, oh, why are you just going in a circle? Well, it's because this is going to be like the main loop. And then we can kind of build and expand upon that. And what I did now is I held shift to build this. So now I can kind of have a bit more control. I'm going to let my bots start building these. Oh, come on. Come on. Alright, let's just go ahead and continue. So down. Like such. And then kind of come over this way. Kind of keeping the corners as tight as possible. And that's a bit farther north than I had intended originally, but we can expand it out later. Okay. Nope. Yes. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and run back and let these guys do their thing. Train depot would be better out of the way for the best. Well, it depends on what you mean by out of the way, because I mean, this is kind of out of the way. It's not in the way of my bots going up here. It's not in the way of you know, the aliens up there. This is actually a nice big open area, which we can work with. You love Transport Tycoon because it also has trains, buses, trucks. Yeah, but I mean, do you get to build factories that, you know, I mean, I'd take a look at it, but if I'm not mistaken, oh, you said, yeah, 1993. That's a little bit older than I'd prefer to play. There we go. So the good thing about using Ghost, like the blueprints, to build your trains is if you hold shift while you're building your stuff, that basically means that the bots will pick up any trees that are in the way, anything that would be blocking you normally wouldn't be able to do. Except maybe that. Which is okay, I guess. These bots are pretty fantastic though. Especially being able to do this early like this. Really, really good. Okay, I think that may have just done it. The old classics are always the best-ish. Are you saying the best-ish? I don't know. Okay, cool. So now we have a place for trains to come up, and the idea is we can have trains. I'm gonna have to. I don't really know what the math is gonna be on this, but I'm just gonna kind of lay this out. So let's do maybe like 10 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then is that going to be, yeah, that's 4 banks we can work, 3 banks we can work with, which is fine. It's little, but it's fine. And so the idea is that one of these are going to be like unloading of like copper. One's going to be iron, and the other one's going to be coal. I think that's how we're going to do this. And the idea is to have these all just kind of be independent of each other. Because if you try to start mixing all the different ores together and stuff and have them like logically be sorted out, you're kind of losing efficiency, if that makes any sense. Like,
It's hard to explain. And I know that's kind of what my job is, but like I said, I'm not running on all the cylinders today, so I'm doing the best I can for right now. Just the way I build, I like to keep my stuff very compartmentalized, because then that keeps organization, you know, across the builds, and it helps. There we go. And then let's go ahead and grab some more of these. There we go. Okay. So this is just kind of laying out the framework, and I need to get some power down here so I can get some light for you guys. It's getting to run in Windows 10. Give that a try later. Yeah. Vest is the best. Oh, okay. Okay. I was wondering what you meant there. So, the idea is, my trains I like to run in a clockwise fashion, I believe, or the counterclockwise. I'm going clockwise with this build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this down. Hopefully that connects without any sort of issues. That looks like that might be okay. That might be a little too close. We'll find out. If it is, we can move it down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put this down in my hotbar so I don't have to keep jumping in there. Into my inventory. Just put this down again. That. Oops. There we go. And that will continue on around. I know that's not 10 up, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then the idea is to have kind of a place for them to go out and continue around in the circle. So, I'm actually going to extend this out and make use of this space. Probably should have done that the first time through. Oh man, come on. Should be good. There's that. And then, we're actually going to come off of here. And then maybe straight down. Is that far over? Is it's going to go? Yeah, okay. Then connect that back into the main loop. Now I'm starting to think that around the lake thing may have not have been necessary. That's how it is though. Okay. Let's pull this over. Well, let's get this built first. And then drop that onto this line. Hopefully that'll connect up. I don't know if that will. Actually, it won't. Crap, it's one too far. Crap. Okay. So I'm going to have to actually disassemble this part because I am awesome. So apparently it needs to be 11. Okay, pick those up please. Thank you. Let's go ahead and stretch that out to where I can get it to turn around. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. There we go. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. There we go. Yep, I was one off. Oh well. Hello. So engines 2, we'll worry about those later. Cool. Alright, build the things and take down the things, and we're not going to worry about this extra thing for right now. Oh, did that? Oh, okay. That didn't connect. So this little stopper area tells you that it did not connect all the way through. And that now is open and clear. I'm just going to kind of... No, that's not going to connect. It's just, I'm not going to worry about it. I keep saying that I'm not going to, and then I'll look at it and start worrying about it. But it's okay. You're doing well in explaining what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing. Yeah, this is a little bit more straightforward because it's just building a loop, whereas working with the machines and trying to figure out ratios and all that craziness is a different process, kinda. So maybe that's why I'm better at explaining this than when I'm building my actual assemblers and stuff. But I appreciate it. I'm glad that worked out, especially considering that I'm
I'm not hungover still, but ooh, I was this weekend. Oh boy. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this top area kind of worked out. And so this is just a very, very basic starting depot, drop-off depot. And the idea is we'll make use of this more and more and expand upon this and adjust it as needed. But for right now, I'm just going to have it dropping off our main stuff. Like right now, we are processing copper, iron, and coal, and we need coal to do things. So the idea is we want to make trains that'll be able to handle those things. Of course, I'm not utilizing any of this iron over here, but we are cranking through our coal pretty well, and our copper's not too huge, so we will definitely need more of those as time goes. So let's see here. So if we're going to be going to the right, so then we need to make some stops. So let's go ahead and make a few stops. And if you look and see like where those white boxes are, that tells you where your train's going to face and where everything's going to line up. And you see the yellow arrows, that's going to say, you know, this is the direction the train is going to be facing if you put it over here. However, you put it on the other side, it's going to put you the other direction. So that's how you line up your trains. You can very well have like trains pointing in the wrong directions if you don't configure things properly. So yeah, you got to watch out for that. All right, so we have 3, and of course I realize I only have 1 engine. I need to make another 40 of the small like actual engines, so I can make 2 more actual locomotives. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up the inventory into the assembler up here. Come on, words, and have those processing while I work on the one train. Okay, so we need a whole bunch more pipes. We need a whole bunch more of that, and then we need gears. Gears, always gears. Just gonna grab all of them there. Now, how is our... Oh, good lord. What's going on over here? Oh my. Those guys are just hanging out. They conquered this area and they're not moving. Which I'm kind of okay with. Got a lot of oil up here we can use. Thank you, robots. Rail signals, I definitely need those. What's going on else? What else is going on? So it looks like they took out this area and that area. That's cool. Thank you, bots. You guys haven't gotten there yet, though. Kind of concerning. Oh, and yeah, so they're auto-naming the stops for us, which is, that's fine. That's fine. That's good. That's good. All right, engines. So I need to make... Where is it? Oh, okay. So I see what I was doing. I put the stuff in here, and this was my inventory. Whatever. The thing I was using to supply this assembler. So we'll just kind of maybe do a stack, or I don't want it to make too many. Can the trains crash into one another? Yes, they can. Indeed. And John, man, chatting on all the platforms. Keep me on my toes. It's kind of funny. We're still making a whole bunch of these. I wonder if maybe we should start looking into making piercing rounds. We need steel plates for that. We need these for that. Piercing rounds do more damage. We have some grenades we can make. That could be fun. Yeah, I need more engines. We've got our programmable speaker situated. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of looking around. I haven't made any loaders yet. Let's make a couple of those, see what happens. I'm just kind of looking around to see what I have available to me, to see if I can change my builds or make things more efficient. It's just a standard pump and a boiler. Some fluid handling. We got floors and stuff we can work on, but that's... I'm not too worried about that right now. What is that? Is that to make the alien walls, right? Okay. Not too worried about that either. So we have the rail tinker, we have our smart train stop. We need advanced circuits for that, so we can't do that just yet. You don't like to stand still in a stream? Oh, man. Alrighty.
Alright, so it looks like the map is telling us that we did not finish the bottom portion of our rail system. And our rail signals are almost researched, so when we get those, we'll make some rail signals, and I'll kind of explain some of that as I can. Rail signals basically allow trains going on a schedule or, you know, automated to see if there's a train ahead of them or behind them, well, I guess ahead of them, and behave accordingly. Because trains in this game are really intended to be automated, I think. I'm going to make this coal for a reason I'll explain in just a moment. Let's go coal, drop off 1. We're going to make this black, like the night for coal. And then this one I'm going to make into copper, because we need copper quicker than iron. So this is going to be copper ore drop off 1. And we're going to make this kind of an orangey color, I think. And then, oh, hi. Oil processing. We will need you guys very soon. Very good. Yeah, I got it, man. I got it. And this is going to be our, let's see here, iron, yeah, or drop off 1, and then we're going to make this kind of this light blue color that it tends to be. Oh, and they got like the, oh, there we go. Okay, I didn't realize that they had presets. I did not see that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, cool. Let's see where we're doing. We got a little bit more time, I think, on this episode, so cool. So, yeah. Let's continue. So now we got some indicators. Oh wow, they changed the look out of them. Okay, so we have our train stops, which are standard. We got our rail signals and our rail chain signals. So I always kind of get these confused. So I'm gonna make 5 of each and mess with them, and then I'll explain once I get it figured out. So there's that one. Oh, they changed the way they look. That's awesome. And then the rail signals. Okay. So there's a what? Oh, okay. You're telling me some weird stuff's going on? Again? I kind of wish I could turn the beeping off. I don't mind the messages. I'm not too big fan of the spam. Okay, so let's see here. So what I need to do, I think it's the rail signals that I need to focus on. So let's go ahead and make a few of those. And what this does is basically says, it allows you to define sections of track. So what I like to do is, for each of these little sections, I like to define those. So what I'll do is I'll do a start, and then there's that. And then, hopefully that works properly. They're flashing like they're saying they don't like it, but I'm gonna put another one in front of this, and another one right here. Oops. Oh, because it's too far away. Got it. So that's green, that's good. So that's indicating that that's a block right through here. Is this still flashing kind of weird? That's green. And that's green. Okay, so basically, if a train's coming through here and there's something on either one of these, it'll turn that red. But if the train is past here, it'll say, well, this is clear, but this will be red, and allow it to continue further up. So, I tend to generally put my blocks at the curves, and then depending on what's going on, I'll put them along the way if it's maybe too far since the last signal. So go ahead and put that there. And then I'm going to continue this up here, there, and there. And when the trains are actually moving, it'll make more sense. But right now, it's just kind of is what it is. And since this is going up, I'm actually going to go ahead and line that up there too. We'll use that later. Just going to come back down here and continue the pattern. Yes, I think that's right. There we go. So this is basically like stoplights for trains. Flammables, hey. Railway 2, okay, that's still stuff we're not too worried about. We're not into sulfur processing yet. Oh, that stuff's gonna be fun once we get to it. Alrighty. So, a big thing I need to work on is I realize it's very, very dark for you guys. Very, very, very dark. I apologize. So I'm gonna go ahead and just run some lights down. Very just arbitrarily. Just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, I can't have that. I can't have that. Sorry. Can't have that. Can't do the sideways. Okay, so let's go put a light here. Let there be light. Let's put a light here. Gray. That should be enough there. And then we'll probably run another light just kind of over here. That's not a good place for my poles. Why am I doing that? Yeah, let's pick up that tree while we're at it. Okay, let's run it from here. And that should be good for light right there. Cool. Cool, and of course it becomes daytime. Alrighty, so now we have... Oh goodness. Why do I have rifle bots in my inventory? I have no idea. It's cool though, it's fine, it's fine, it's good. So where did my engine go? Here's an engine. So we'll go ahead and plop this down. And then I'll show you this stuff in just a moment, but go ahead and put a couple more cargo wagons there. Let's do fluid handling. It's creepy at night. Yeah, it's just a little dot of light with blackness around. So what I'm gonna do is, this is our, did I not name it properly? Crap. This is supposed to be coal drop off 1. Come on, man. Oh, I must have hit escape instead of enter, which is fine. At least it's still dark for the whole coal thing. And then let's do copper ore drop off 1. And the reason why that's 1 is because there will eventually be more than just 1 drop off for certain things, and you need to be able to identify them quickly. So this is going to be iron ore drop off 1. There's probably a better way to name that, but it's good for now. So, so there is fuel in here. Yeah, I picked up some of the coal out of my inventory, which is great. And we're actually going to make this, like dark for coal. So I like to have my stuff colored properly. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, coal drop off 1. And then we're going to say when the inventory is empty, we will move forward. And right now I'm going to just put, I'm gonna grab some of the fuel here and put it in there so that way it doesn't sense that it is empty. So what we're gonna do is say go ahead and go to this next station right here, right? So the cool thing with this is you can actually set it to where it's manual and you can drive the train if you want to. So if I'm going down here and if I want to stop, I can back it up if I want to. But we're not gonna do that. Let's go ahead and go back to the coal drop-off area. I love the way these trains look. Okay, so the thing with trains is they always require fuel. Anytime they're running, they're burning fuel. So you have to kind of watch for that. One of the things you need to do is you need to supply some sort of refueling with this, with these smarter trains. You can set them to like go and refuel. You can set up lines and stuff like that. Oh, John, you confused me. Hold on. So what I like to do is I like to set up like a refuel station. So what I'll do in another episode, not this episode, is I will run coal from out of here and then up to where there'll be like a little refuel station here, and trains will know to come up here anytime they're getting low on fuel, which is kind of handy. And then you know, as trains run, they'll jump in and out of there as needed, and there will always be coal there for them. What else is there? What else is there? There's other things too. So there's all these cool little automation things where oh, Squad 82 is no more. So we have cargo inventory, so you can do when it's full, when it's empty, after a certain amount of time, once there's certain items, you know, there's circuit condition stuff, inactivity. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff you can check for to do like different things. So if you say if cargo inventory is empty, or you can do like, or time has passed, you know, you can do that, and then that's a valid way to set up your trains to go back and forth to bring you stuff and do stuff and all kinds of craziness, which is great. So John asked about other modes of transport, or is it just trains? Well, right here we have cars. You can actually drive around in a car. Later on, these are actually mods, so I'm not going to talk about those. Okay, well, there apparently is an airplane, there's a boat and a truck, but that's mod stuff that I generally don't use. If you really want to get into fun, crazy vehicles, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere, what is that? Oh, that's another mod. There's like a tank, I think, somewhere. Yeah, so like you can build tanks, and I think that's actually a mod too, but there's all kinds of different tanks and stuff you can build too. But good lord, Goliath tank. Man, get down into the fun stuff like the power armors and the different, holy crap, you can make an atomic bomb. I did not know that. Did not know that. But anyway, yeah, there's more than just trains as far as transport goes. As the build gets bigger, I can see why the trains will come in handy. Yes, indeed. Because what you want to do is you want to have trains going around and grabbing, you know, stuff from like this area and that area and that area. And you don't want to run lines all the way down. So the idea right now, I think just to get us started, is we're going to start pulling up both this coal, this copper. We could actually probably pull up the stone and just do something like that and just put it in storage somewhere so we can use it as needed. Eventually get around to pulling up this uranium and this uranium, and then there's also iron ore here we could probably deal with. So we'll be working on those soon enough, and that's all just going to be like in this little main central hub. And then once this is cleared out, then we can start looking at expanding out and picking up more of these other resources and stuff, which is super fun. It really is super fun. Another batch going up there. What are you guys doing? You guys going hunting, it looks like. Oh man. My bad. You guys are probably going up in here again, which is fine because you guys need to clear those out anyway. And those robots are actually keeping us pretty safe, thankfully. So that's good. So, alright guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, we will continue working on our little train system here. I got those engines being processed currently to the north of us, and we'll go pick those up and make 2 more of these locomotives. And then, yeah, we'll start laying this out and start getting our systems built out to where they will unload and things very nicely, and start thinking about our refuel station up in here somewhere, and yeah, just have some fun with some trains, and then start working on our quarries and all that stuff later on as we go, and then start working on bigger base and all kinds of good stuff. So guys, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like what I do, hit the like button. If you're over on the Twitch or the Mixer side, make sure you hit that follow button. We are 4 away from our sub goal, our follower goal for this month. So help me hit that, man. That'd be so awesome. That would be so awesome. This is like the first month I've attempted doing this whole like proper sub follower goal, so I'm just curious if I can hit it. And this is the last stream that I can hit it on for this month, so we'll see. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so once we hit 1,500 subscribers over on the YouTube side, I'm doing a giveaway for both Prey and Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. The way you enter to win those games is you comment on the October channel update video. And once we hit 1,500 subscribers, I will be picking somebody at random from that comment section to win those keys. So make sure you go comment on that if you want those keys. What else is there? Yeah, so John linked up that video, so make sure you go comment on that. Also, he put up my links. First link is to my subscribe button. Make sure you do that. Second link is to join our Discord. That's the other thing I haven't been mentioning. If you've not joined our Discord yet, make sure you do that. The link is both in the comment section, or excuse me, the chat section, and the bottom left side, right side of your screen. There we go. It's all reversed and mirrored and stuff. Discord.me/TheHaggardNerd. Come join that community, that conversation there. It's a great place for us to chat outside the streams. And yeah, definitely
you know, hit the like button. Make sure you share the live streams. Make sure you share the videos and stuff, guys. The more interactions and stuff, like the more YouTube will push us up, and we definitely want people to like see our content and stuff, and like we want to grow the community as big as possible. I need your help to do that, so make sure you do all that and share the stuff, like the stuff, all the good stuff that you're supposed to do here on YouTube. So yeah, so guys, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. I love hearing from you guys. As always, thanks for watching. Take care.